Good evening.
No one's here yet.
It
says we're telling your followers that you've started a live video.
No one's coming. Oh. Hey. Welcome
Wait, let's give it like a minute.
to Drinking with Dave and Liz. Sponsored by Cooking with Liz. However, this is all you get tonight.
Hello, bras off, ladies. Jammies.
Confirmed.
Not a lot to see.
I'm still wearing underwear though.
Well, this is like, I feel like this is like PG-13 Cooking with Liz. It's not R.
It could go to R.
No, it couldn't.
NC-17.
What was that?
Like when there was like excessive boobs.
Was it less than R or
No,
over R?
over R. NC-17
So it
was
was
very
like
serious.
softcore porn.
Like I tried to sneak into NC-17 movies all the time.
Like what was an NC-17 movie?
The original version of
Ew, guys are so creepy and gross.
who was Tom Cruise married to when they did that like Eyes Wide Shut? Or no, that's not right.
Angelina?
Tom Cruise married to Angelina Jolie.
No. Nicole Kidman. Nicole
Yes,
Kidman.
That's correct. What was that movie they made together? People are probably answering. We're like too far
We're
away.
not answering their
Nicole
questions.
Kidman nailed it.
You guys, we're not really going to look at your questions tonight because you guys submitted so many. So
Nicole Kidman. Everyone's killing this answer.
So
Eyes Wide Shut.
She showed her
Eyes Wide
boobs?
Shut. No, there was like it was like a softcore porno, and it was rated NC-17. I snuck it.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
First question.
Okay, so you guys.
Is Dave naturally this
stop.
good looking?
I'm going to look at this. So we're doing a Q&A tonight. I feel like this needs like elevator music.
This is a hey, look at this muscle there.
I don't like that.
It's like a thoroughbred horse.
I don't like the...
Well, we need to like raise the camera. I don't know what to tell you. This is just all natural. There we go. Well, I pull my pant leg down a little bit.
Okay.
Keep it PG for the kids.
Anyways, here we are. Our kids are asleep. We can't promise that Charlie won't wake up. Okay, so I had you guys ask us questions on Instagram stories. I feel like answering questions is so weird, but we're going to get started. There are so many.
Well, let's start with one.
And we won't get to all of them. Okay. How long had you been dating before you moved in together, and how did you know it was the right time? We had been dating for 3 years before we moved in together.
I called my mom a year earlier, and I go, Mom, I think I'm going to move in. Liz and I are going to move in together. She goes, No, you're not, David. And I was like, Whoa, what, Mom?
And then
she
Dave
goes,
was
if
like,
you're going to move in with her, you better be ready to like drop some cash and buy an engagement ring, because that is like, you're there. This is the final test. Do it. And I was like, I'm not there.
And my parents were like, it's okay. We secretly lived together for a year before we got married.
Oh my God.
So my parents didn't care, but Dave's cared.
So I was like, whoa. I thought my mom would be totally cool with it because, well, I don't know.
But we were both kind of like, 3 years is like, that's a long, people don't date for that long anymore. Like, it was either like, this is going to happen or...
Shit or get off the pot,
Yeah.
Kicking the tires was over.
So how did we know? I think I was just like, I was living with my girlfriend Leslie, and she was moving in with her boyfriend, so I was like, you're moving in with me.
That's not how that happened at all.
But kind of.
But I also think that it's important that we live in a day and an age now that we can live together before getting engaged or before getting married. It's not like, oh, you can't live together or sleep together or...
We didn't do that.
We waited till the second date. And then...
What if my uncles and cousins are watching?
They'll understand. That's how love is. And I'm probably their favorite. Anyway, so...
Wait, why did I put my wine down?
I don't know.
Okay. Anywho, next question. Did we know? Probably not.
Flustered.
What is your favorite thing to do on date night? Probably go to a nice dinner without kids.
Yes.
Don't be NC-17.
I'm not NC-17 on this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Go out to a nice dinner. Like a quiet.
Yeah, escape from the kids, have a couple glasses of wine, a good dinner, just relax, and finally talk without having a million things going on. And we just relax.
Yeah. I would say we go to a 2-hour.
Take it slow, too.
Nice
when
dinner.
the waiter's just hi, now that you have a glass of wine, what are your appetizers, meal, and dessert? The check's coming. We're just
bring us a martini.
Nope.
We'll talk to you in 20 minutes.
Exactly. So you got to slow it down. There's no rush.
And then, I don't know if you guys saw last weekend, we went out to dinner, and we were laughing because it was remember when after dinner we would go have a nightcap at a bar? Now we go get
a
2,000 calorie ice cream.
My stomach hurt. That
yeah,
stupid.
I felt so sick the next day.
Stupid.
Anyways.
Still fat from it.
Liz, how did you know Dave was the one?
Well, that's a good question, but
that wasn't you.
It pretty much was the first time she laid eyes on me.
I think I had
I'm still wondering.
serious relationships before Dave, but Dave is literally the funniest person I've ever met, and I feel like I've just been happy ever since we've been together. Life is just full of so much fun, and he's cute, and he's very handy. Can you stop?
What?
And I don't know.
Dave looks so much like Charlie. I think Charlie looks like Dave.
This is still a question.
Sorry.
We were very infatuated with each other from the beginning. We were
snap.
So Dave worked.
If you snap and like someone, marry him.
Dave worked.
I sold dog biscuits.
He traveled 3 weeks out of the month, and we talked on the phone so much the first 3 months of our relationship.
Now Liz will not talk to me on the phone for more than 3 seconds.
Now I hate talking on the phone. But I think that we just had such a big crush on each other, and we just got to know each other so well in those first few months because we never really saw each other. So I feel that was really special.
This was before social media, Grindr.
Stop talking about Grindr. God. Okay. Dave, how did you know Liz was the one?
Well, where do I begin?
Well,
it all started when Liz and I were moving out of her apartment, and I didn't know her because I was moving her friend Lauren out of her apartment, and Liz just happened to be there.
So Dave went to college with my best friend.
No, stop it. This is my story. And so...
This is funny.
I was moving Liz unintentionally. I was just going to move Lauren, and apparently she had 4 roommates, so I had to move all their shit into a U-Haul, which was a long day for Dave. And so was moving all this stuff, and then Liz's parents were there, all the parents were there, blah, 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 blah. And Liz's mom was like, Dave, we're going to Costco tomorrow. You want to come? And I was like,
my mom
Costco.
Doesn't sound like that.
I love Costco. And I still love
And I
Costco
was like,
today.
Mom, why are you inviting this random ass guy to Costco?
And I was like, I would love to come to Costco. Let's go.
And of course, Mr. Best Friend with everyone, Dave's like, I would love to go to Costco.
And I was like, when are you guys going? And they're like, 9 a.m. I was like, done. I'll see you then. So, Liz's mom, Denise, my favorite mother-in-law.
So the next morning.
This is my story. Will you just be quiet? Sorry, we're fighting. And so Denise and Liz picked me up.
No, I picked you up from the city and we drove out to the burbs, to my parents' house. We lived in the city.
Yeah, but I thought your mom picked me up.
Why would she pick you up in the city?
I don't remember. I remember her picking me up and there was a vacuum that...
I picked you up and then we drove my mom's car back downtown.
Maybe that was it. Okay, so anyway, we get out to the city and we go to Costco. And we're cruising around Costco and we're picking up a bunch of random crap,
also, wait.
Going big.
Side note, my mom said that the whole time we were moving, I kept being like, Mom, do I look okay?
Yeah.
And she was like, I could totally tell you liked him.
Do you see that stunning man over there moving the 9th piece of furniture for the hour? And it was a long day. So we go to Costco. So we're cruising around Costco. And we get to the peanut butter aisle. And okay, you guys, this is very important.
You guys, this is so dumb.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So you're either a creamy or a crunchy person, right? Everyone can immediately, if you go like, what are you? You're either a creamy or a crunchy. There's not like, well, if it's a Tuesday, I do creamy. If it's a Wednesday, I do crunchy. It's like you're one or the other. You were raised that way. That's how you were brought up. That's how it goes. So we're in the Costco aisle, and there's these like two ginormous, they're shrink wrapped together if you've ever been to Costco, either creamies or crunchies, typically Skippy, sometimes Jif, but Skippy's like their go-to. And so I'm a creamy guy. Liz was a crunchy girl.
My family has been crunchy our whole life.
Always crunchy. So we get to the peanut butter aisle.
Why?
And we're like pushing two big carts, like we're loading them up with so much shit. And Liz, I'm just like, Liz, are you a crunchy or creamy person? Because I am totally a creamy person. And I grab like the creamy and throw it on my cart. And Liz is like, I love creamy too. And she grabs a creamy and puts it on her cart.
Literally was like.
And so, and then Denise tells this story like years later.
My mom's like, no, she wasn't.
She's like, we were crunchy people our whole lives.
Why I thought that like I had to say creamy would like impress Dave. Yeah. Like, oh, I love creamy peanut butter.
Well, clearly it worked, because if she would have said crunchy, I would have probably just left the Costco and gotten out of there, and that would have been it.
What a dumb thing. What a stupid question.
You guys, it was awesome. So we finished Costcoing. We pack up the car. We're like all loaded up. No, I'm almost done. And then we go to get lunch, and I order a buffalo chicken sandwich.
This is just
and I think the chef was just trying to screw with me, because there was so much buffalo sauce on this chicken sandwich that like I picked it up and was like, and it was just spewing out everywhere. It was all over my hands.
And my mom and I are like,
it was spilling everywhere. Wow. And I was just like,
and he had like a tiny napkin. They
brought like one little crappy napkin, and there were no more napkins on the table, and our waiter just like disappeared. So there were no more napkins. And I'm wearing this buffalo stuff, and I'm just like,
okay.
Like, it was awful. And I was just like, I feel like such an idiot. And I keep like biting another bite because I'm starving.
Like, get this kid a napkin.
And there were no napkins. And I'm wearing this buffalo sauce.
I want you to know the question was, how did you know Liz was the one?
And that's why I knew Liz was the one.
Anyways,
when she talked to me the next day.
When I liked him after the buffalo chicken.
Yeah.
But I liked
fiasco.
Him. Remember when you surprised me when you came back to the city and I heard the L lines through your phone?
Yeah, I drew that up, I think.
That was so cute.
Nailed it.
Those were the good old days.
Yep.
Doesn't happen anymore.
Nope.
Okay, what are each of your love languages? Dave probably doesn't really know this that well.
Spanish.
No, it's words of affirmation, gifts.
I have no idea.
Guys, what is it? Words of affirmation, gifts.
Me hombre es su padre. Me llamo es David.
Gifts, service, acts of service.
Me pantalones es mucho grande.
Touch, quality time.
Zapatos.
Okay, I think...
Me gato es gordo.
Okay, I think my love language is gifts. But I think your love language that you like to receive is
compliments.
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
And I think...
Thank you.
I like to receive like acts of service. Okay, anyways.
That's too complicated.
Biggest transition from married without kids to married with kids? Everything?
Where do we begin?
Lack of social life. Don't say shit like that. This isn't NC-17. This is my account that brands want to work with me based off of.
What? Because our relationship is sound?
Can you stop?
All right, what was the question?
Biggest transition from married without kids to married with kids.
Okay, so I think the biggest transition was looking back at like when we lived in the city, being in Chicago, and like everyone. Really I know it's a good looking leg, right? I know. It's a little bit. Get it down here and get it under there. Okay. Anyway, so when we lived in the city, we would go out to eat or do stuff like 4 nights a week. And then as soon as we have kids, we go out like 4 times a year because you're like so exhausted from dealing with the kids, like working, playing, whatever. And then you put the kid to bed at like 7 and then you're so exhausted. And the thought of like organizing a babysitter and actually going out and enjoying yourself is like once in a blue moon. So that's the biggest difference is like you have your freedom gets adjusted for
also, I will say having kids was really hard on our marriage, like the first 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, I was very resentful that Dave got to, like,
We're still good looking.
Do what... I was good looking.
I know, I didn't say anything.
That I would, like, he could go work out. He could go to his office. He could, mingle with people. And I was just, like, a slave to my child. Now, I would like to be a slave to my children.
Instead, she's a slave to me.
But... anyways, okay. Did you talk about finances before getting married?
No.
Do you guys want to hear about the day that we joined bank accounts?
So, you guys, we went and joined bank accounts like the week of our marriage or something.
So funny. We're reminiscing.
This is good. So we go to the Chase Bank on
First of all,
Armitage.
I had 2 accounts: personal checking. Business checking.
No, you didn't have a business yet.
Yes, I did. Are you kidding? I had been in business for like 5 years. I had all my money in my business accounts. So when they were like, would you like to join personal accounts? You were like, yes. And they start by going over everything that Dave had. And it was like 3 savings accounts.
So like
some of them were investments. Like
numbers are irrelevant. So we combined like all of our
numbers are irrelevant for you, but we have to say what mine is.
Oh, totally. So they like are like going through all the things and we're like, so we basically roll Liz's account and name into mine, and and the guy goes like, so Liz, total savings account is $22.
They were like, so Liz, you will be joining $26.17 to Dave's checking account. I was like, yes, I will.
And I was like, and what about the other accounts? They're like, that's the only one she has. And I was like, oh. Okay.
And they had just told me like all the money Dave had saved, and I was like, here's $26. I was like, this is my sugar daddy.
We survived. But
it
was hilarious though.
We kind of kept it separate because I think our situation is very different because I work for myself and
we put everything together like day one.
Yeah, but my business is still mine.
No, it's mine.
Like you can see it, but
I don't know what your point is here.
You can't touch it. It's mine.
Who wants money?
But I kind of was scared to tell Dave about my finances because I didn't want him to know how I spent money. But also
had a large credit card bill that she would pay the minimum payment on every month for no reason. So we had to work that out. That paid off because it's expensive. These are all life lessons.
Don't do that. Interest payments.
Pay it off if you can.
Okay.
Anyway.
How do you divide, what would you tell Liz and Dave from 5 years ago? 5 years ago, we were engaged. We just talked about this the other night. We were, like every night we're in this room playing with our kids, and we were watching them like play together, and we looked at each other and we were like, what the hell was life before these 2 crazy boys entered? And I think I would probably tell myself that like, you think you're happy now, but you're going to be so much happier.
I don't know what I would tell myself. I think we've done a pretty good job to the effect of like, I don't think I'd go back and be like, you gotta do
No. I don't think I would tell myself to do anything differently. But I think like, I would say it's going to get so much better.
You just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
We wouldn't, in 5 years ago, we wouldn't have believed that. We'd been like, everything's perfect. You're an idiot, Dave and Liz from the future.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't say that, but how do you divide parenting and household tasks? We're a good ebb and flow. Like we fill in.
We do a good job sharing. Sharing and caring.
I think I'm more... We actually were just talking about this with our good friends, how... Dad was saying this, how, like, when dads have the responsibility of, like, only taking care of their children, they realize how much the moms do. Like, he used the example of, like...
Our moms are amazing.
Like, I have to take my kids to the doctor, like, their doctor's appointment, but I, in my head, didn't think about, like, packing the diaper bag, calling to schedule that doctor's appointment, like, stuff like that.
I had already done it all.
No. So I think that's interesting. I think, like, I'm more aware of the, like, mundane tasks that get you to a place where the dads can just go.
Like vacuuming the rug more than once a week. Unnecessary, right?
No, not when you have a dog and kids who eat everywhere.
Well, I just disagree.
Okay. So how do you divide? We really are good about, like, tapping out when we need to, asking each other for help.
Liz hates unloading the dishwasher. So I always unload the dishwasher. She occasionally does it. Not to take it away from you. But it's her least favorite thing in the world. Like, if we were on a game show and they were like, what does Liz hate the most in the world? I would be like, unloading the dishwasher. Slam dunk.
Hate it. Okay. Right. Do you have a babysitter that you use for date nights, or is it mostly your parents?
No, we have... Like,
we've lived out here for 2 years, and now I will say I feel like we have babysitters. Don't say their names. Stop.
Oh, never mind.
We have, like, 3 babysitters.
We have great babysitters.
And my parents are always happy, but they get, like, tired at, like, 9:30. So if we want to stay out later than 9:30, we go for our other girls. Will you ever move?
Maybe. Never say never.
Should we tell them what we're doing?
No.
You guys want to know something fun? So, my whole life, when I was born, 1986, my grandparents retired to South Carolina, and you guys follow me. You know that, like, we travel there very often to Charleston. My family has a house on Seabrook Island. My grandmother lives in Charleston. I've always felt this strong pull to move there. Even before we were ever married, Dave has come with my family.
We've talked about it before, too. Like before kids and stuff, we were like, why don't we move there for a couple of years?
And this past winter, I was like, I feel like I need to address that feeling of, like, wanting to move there before Charlie becomes, like,
in school
he starts kindergarten, like, all his schooling. So we actually rented a house in Charleston for the entire month of October of this year. To see...
We'll be back in time for Halloween. Relax.
To see if it's something we want to do, to test the waters. So we're really excited.
I think it's a game changer. So we're either going to be 100% in or 100% out. But
and we decided to do it in October because we want to come off, like, our favorite time living here. October is an amazing time to live here.
Summer in northern Michigan, and then Mount Pleasant for the rest. That's where we got our house.
Yeah, we're staying in Mount Pleasant, which is where we would probably want to live.
Boom. Where in northern Michigan? Who is this?
And
we may not leave Chicago. We're relaxed.
Dave, we're not.
Sorry, I want to know where in northern Michigan.
I know. So we'll see. I already have a pit in my stomach, like I'm cheating on the life that I envisioned for us. So it's going to be an interesting, the fact that we're doing it during, like, a time of year that I love to live here and a time of year that's amazing in Charleston.
Boyne City. Great spot.
It's going to be a weird test. So we'll see.
I grew up going to Leland.
Okay, stop.
I'm just having a conversation.
Otherwise, I think we'll move. I don't think this is our forever home. I think this is, like, the most amazing starter home, and we love it so much, and I would be really sad to leave.
I'm retiring here.
But I think we would appreciate some more space. Okay. Will there be a baby number 3? Yes.
No.
I'm pregnant. I'm just kidding, I'm not.
No, she's not.
But hopefully next year. Stop.
Do you guys think it'll be a boy or a girl? Boy.
Favorite thing about being married to each other?
You're the best mom. Liz is the best mom. She take, like, She's the best mom to the kids.
I've been gone a lot of mornings this week working out.
That's like 3 mornings in a lifetime. Who cares? She's the best mom. She takes care of the kids like nobody's business, and she keeps the house in perfect order, and she tells me what to do, and I listen occasionally to help along with everything, but she is the best mom and best head of household.
Thank you.
And I just fall in line.
I would say that I tend to get stressed out about things, and Dave always keeps me like level. Like
tries.
Things that it's funny, Meg. I was talking to my friend Meg about this today because our relationships with our husbands are very similar. Where things that stress me out, Dave's always like, "It's fine, don't worry about it." And things that stress Dave out, like the tree, I'm like, "It's fine, like whatever."
We'll talk about that later.
So I think that we're like a very good complement to each other. Like he is so freaking funny, even though half the time I just ignore it because he's just funny all the time.
Yeah.
And like
you're always joking.
Everything is a joke.
Everything is a joke.
You're not really funny right now.
Whoa, uh-oh. Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to go into even more questions. What time is it?
7.
All right, we're 30 minutes in.
All right.
Should we go a little longer?
One more question.
No, we're going to do this for a little while longer.
I thought that was the top 13 questions.
I know, we're going to go.
Yeah, this is just a repeat of all the questions and the top ones. I know.
What are both of your pet peeves?
Pet peeves?
I actually have a lot.
She does.
I hate when
Dave
gets out of the shower
and doesn't dry his legs off enough.
And
tracks water on the floor.
And tracks water everywhere.
And then Dave forgets to dry it. And then he gets in trouble.
And literally I walk into the bathroom and it's like a pool. I'm like, what the... Like, you already have a towel in the shower. Just, like, dry off your legs.
Liz has never put anything in the washing machine that isn't inside out.
Well, I take it off, and I throw it down the laundry chute.
So if you ever fold a load of laundry, of Liz Adams' laundry, every single thing is inside out to the nth degree. So you gotta unfold it. It's the biggest pain in the ass when you fold a load of laundry. It sucks.
Dave leaves his drawers open of his dresser. Why?
I was in a hurry.
No.
I had to get dressed.
You do that every freaking day.
I'm sorry.
What else? When Dave...
Yeah, what else?
When Dave... This is not a pet peeve, but it's just something like a quirk.
Quirky.
Dave says quirky. That's my pet peeve.
Quirk.
Okay, when something's quirky...
Oh, you mean quirky? No big deal. Everyone knows what I'm saying. Quirky.
Corgi? That's a dog.
Quirky.
Quirky isn't a word.
Quirky. This will be an argument we have till the day we die.
I can't. That literally drives. He also says, say the word boutique.
Boutique?
No, that's not how you say it.
Boutique.
He says boat.
No, it's a boutique. Guys.
Okay, well, let's move on from pet
peeves. I need more pet peeves.
Oh my God.
Liz does this stupid thing in the kitchen sink where she just fills a bowl of water up with soap in it.
My hands get dry if I wash all the bottles. Why don't you wash the goddamn bottles?
I do wash the bottles. And she throws it in this bucket of water in the sink. So there's always this bucket of water in our stupid sink. And so then I'm like making cheeseburgers, like making a fondue, like whatever I do.
Out of the sink.
Because, I don't know what's in there. And then I am covered in raw meat. And then I go to wash my hands. And then raw meat goes into the bowl of clean bottles and stuff. It's just it's a vicious cycle.
No, that is called laziness.
I'm the lazy one? You're creating a bowl of festering soap.
No, it's lazy that you won't move it.
Why does it have to be in the sink?
Because that's where you wash things.
Why don't we leave it out of the sink? That's an idea.
Then it's on my clean countertop.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys, thanks for helping us out with this. Who's right in this? Who's right?
Okay.
Can we take a vote?
What's a quirk you love about each other?
Oh, a quirk?
Oh, We're not doing that.
Man.
Do you go to bed at the same time every night? Yeah.
Kind of.
Dave likes to watch TV before bed, and I don't.
It's so annoying.
I like to just be quiet.
I like to put on, like, The Office.
I like to do Headspace.
Family Guy. Headspace is weird. And then I will fall asleep in, like, 3 minutes.
The thing is, Dave will be like, let's watch a show. And then in 3 seconds, he's snoring.
Okay.
And then
sorry.
I want to smother him with a pillow. Okay.
Anyway.
If you could go anywhere in the world next week, where would you go?
Oh, man.
I really want to go to the Amalfi
Michigan.
Coast. We're going there in July.
I know, but I love it up there.
I know, but like...
It's summer.
That's the place you would go?
Anywhere? Maybe. Okay. Whoa.
I would go to the Amalfi Coast.
Never been. I'll go there. Let's go.
How did you get over parent guilt putting your kids in daycare? Time.
I had no problem with it.
Dave was happy to do it. I was so freaking stressed out.
And I was like,
I told myself that I could work and be a mom, like full-time mom, full-time business owner. Not possible. And it took so long for me to be like, I remember the day I was like, okay, that was a good idea.
My mom's in Greece right now.
What?
Someone said Greece.
Okay, focus.
I am.
But they have so much fun. They love it so much. And they have such good friends in daycare.
You just got to take baby steps. So it's
time.
not, we didn't throw him in full-time day one.
Yeah.
We did like...
Charlie went only 2
days
a week for a year.
And then we went to 3 days and now 4 days and now he's there all week because he's crazy.
But no, we keep him home at least 1 day a week.
Bless you.
And now for summer.
Bless you. I can almost sense what Liz is going to do. Bless you.
We're keeping him home 2 days a week. So both of them are just going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Sorry, that's what you're doing.
I have allergies.
We're talking to people. You should... Anyway.
If you weren't a blogger, what would you do? I've talked about this before. Does anyone know?
I do.
What?
I can't tell them.
I'm gonna see if anyone guesses. If I weren't a blogger, what would I do, guys? I've talked about this a couple times. Let's see who gets it right.
And a hand model is not correct.
Not interior design. Wow, you guys, I know nothing about interior design.
That's correct.
Flower Shop Cafe. I really want to own a bakery.
Flower Shop Cafe is kind of close to.
That's it. Yeah. I want to own a bakery that also has a flower shop in it and like a stationery shop. And
what's our prize? We gotta like give that person a prize.
I love you.
We'll figure out a prize.
And I'm such a morning person, and I love coffee. I love croissants and baking, and I like people starting their day off right. So I want to be like their place to go to be happy in the mornings. I also want to write a children's book. I also want to write a cookbook. I don't know.
Why don't we open it in Charleston?
Charleston has all that stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna do a couple more.
Let's do 2 more. 2 more questions.
What kind of activities do you do with the boys when they are home? Color.
Keg stands.
Lots of Charlie likes to play
darts.
Okay, no. Charlie likes to pretend that he's Batman and Dave is Superman. And they put bad guys in jail.
It's awesome.
We do a lot of puzzles. Charlie also likes to play grocery store where we put out food and check each other out grocery wise. Charlie really likes to help in the kitchen.
He's a good cooker.
He loves to cook.
He's a baker. Cooker. Both. Whatever.
Now we do we love to go on walks. When it's nice out, I feel like we even go to the park when it's 40 degrees.
Yeah.
We're big outdoors people. I think with Webster that helps.
Yeah. Where's Webster?
He's in our room.
Couch.
No, he's in our room.
Oh. All right, one more question.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys are probably sick of us right now.
Does Dave take your blog photos? Yes.
Yes, I do. If you need me any, just give me a call, text message me. I'm happy to take any photos.
What are your favorite TV shows?
Like, I charge nothing. Literally wouldn't even know what to charge if I had to. Favorite TV shows?
Mm-hmm. You guys are
so
gonna think
I'm
we're
excited
so
for Ozark. There's a 3rd season in the making. You guys should watch Ozark.
Ozark's really good on Netflix.
Very good.
I watch a lot of Friends, and
I just watched Designated Survivor at like over 2 months. Kind of corny, Kiefer Sutherland, but I would recommend it. I liked it.
I watch a lot
Liz
of Friends.
did not watch a single second of it.
No. I like a lot of documentaries on Netflix.
We watched one about bees last night.
No, it was about food.
Yeah, it was about bees and honey.
Well, that episode was. What was that called?
Honey.
No. We watch a lot of The Office. We're kind of like, our kids go to bed at 8:30. Like, Jack goes to bed at 7. Charlie's usually asleep by 8:30. And we are like...
Let's party.
We usually go to bed at like 9:30 because our kids are up by 6 usually. Like 6:30 is like sleeping in for our kids.
Yeah.
So we usually go to bed at 9:30. Mm-hmm. And that's about it.
Fat. Have I looked like this the whole time?
Well, it's kind of not your best angle.
Yeah. Anyway.
Are you insecure now?
Yeah. Jesus.
Someone just asked.
Fat filter on?
Someone just asked. Oh, my brother just told us and my sister to watch Dead to Me. And I feel like my thing is before I go to bed,
I don't want to watch dead stuff.
I get anxious if I watch shows that make me feel like emotional.
Guys,
like,
Liz is the hardest person in the whole... Let's go back to pet peeves. Question 7.
She doesn't like to watch movies.
She doesn't like to watch movies. And then when you try to pick out a movie
movies
or a show
are
with her,
a commitment.
It's like, oh my
And when your
God.
kids go to bed at 8:30, I can't commit to like a 2-hour
Basically,
movie because
she
I can't
just
stay up
wants
till 10:30.
to watch Friends, but she won't just say it. She'll just have me go through this.
So I can't pay attention.
20-minute ordeal of like, what about this? Watch this trailer. What about this one? I've heard this is great. And she's like, no, it's too bright. No, it's too dark. No, it looks long. You know, this one looks short.
You know what? I'm nice, and I say, Dave, why don't you watch whatever you want?
That never happens. So then we just watch Friends.
No, we never watch Friends, because you're like, Friends is dumb. Even though, then we watch it, and Dave's like, Joey's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
I like Friends.
Schitt's Creek, best show ever.
Schitt's Creek's pretty funny. David.
All right, guys, we're going to let you go.
You guys, that was fun.
That was fun.
I'll
save this for 24 hours.
We'll do cooking with Liz next week.
Yeah.
Drinking with Dave, more important.
This was fun, though. Fun, switch it up. NC-17, or
NC-17.
PG-13.
This is rated NC-17.
Cheers. I drank all mine. That's it. Stop. Get off of me.
Oh,
okay, bye.
See ya. Did you end it?
Stop.